everybody, it's Chris from SideshowGamble, and welcome back to the table again today. So, I think, just as much, not a lot, but I think we have figured out what we're going to do when we're playing on other shooters. And hopefully, it will take full advantage of a good run. So, this is phase 2 to a 3-phase strategy. Now, phase 1 is the $40 table strategy. And that gets us to $96 across, which is what we've got sitting on the table right now. Our bankroll is a little bit bigger because this is going to cost us a little bit more than the $40 initial investment. All right, so we got $1,500. I got to pay the $40 to get us out there, but we're going to fast forward to we got to through the $96. We got to the $96 across. We got the $40 to get us there. So as you guys know, at this point we could take 2 hits, collect them, and then we're out of the hand completely, and we can go into the jungle, we can do different things. But I was thinking, again, just a little bit, that maybe we can do some sort of a pressing system to get us up to everything paying us $100. So, this is the sister press that I was doing some numbers, looking at the math, and going, okay, well, that's not too much more of an investment. Ergo, why we have $1,500 bankroll, last 10 shooters, because it's roughly $151 investment to get us to phase 3. So this video is going to be focused on getting to phase 2. There'll be another video that'll follow behind this one that'll be getting us to phase 3. So stay tuned for that one. But pretty simple. Let me pay the $40 real quick. So there's our $40 that got us to the $96 across. We'll get that out of our hands. Now, we should have to invest another $111 to get everything out there up to a level that's going to pay us $100 each. But we're going to do it with the sisters together. So, for example, on the 6 and 8, we're going to go from 18 to 30 on both of them, and then from 30 to 66, and from 66 to 90. Those will then pay 100. The 5 and 9, we are going to go from 15 to 35 to 75, and then those will pay 100. And on the 4 and 10, we're going to go from 15 to 25, and then we'll go to 50. Technically, we can go to 60. It pays us a little bit more, but I'm not too worried about it, so we're just going to get them up to a $50 bet. They will pay 100 with a VIG. So we're going to try that today and see if we can't get to the start of phase 3. Now, this is not a phase 3 video. This is just phase 2. So phase 1, $40 table strategy. Phase 2, let's get to 100. So, Preston sisters, we got our bankroll, we paid our 40, we're $96 across, puck is off. We're going to grab some dice here, and we're going to see if we can't get complete with phase 2. Now, I don't know if I would collect here the 2 hits and then start into the phase 2, or if I get through getting them up and then at least getting 2 black chips, and then that's when I would collect. I don't know. I might collect between each phase. I'm not sure. But right now we're in $40. Let's get a point. And we're going to come out on a 6-2 easy 8. Let's mark it. All right, 8 is going to be our point. We have got our $40 got us to $96 across. And from this point, we are going to focus on Preston sisters. So again, it's going to take a little bit more investment from us to get to where we need to be. Aces doesn't do nothing for us. I'm sure I could figure out a system that would be on a crapless table, but I don't have a crapless table. There we go. I don't know what is going on there. I threw that one completely off the table. Just watched it float in the air. Here we go. Dice off the table. Here we go. And we got aces again. Wow. See a horn, bet a horn, right? We're not doing that, though. We are looking solely at our pressing. And we got a 4-1-5. All right, let's mark it. Now, that is going to pay us $21. And what we're going to do is at 21, we want to get both to 35, so we're supposed to drop an additional 19 bucks. We're going to take the dollar and we're going to drop 20. And what that's going to do is both the 5 and 9 together, because they are the sisters, are going to go up to $35 each. All right. So we're in for a little bit more money. But here we go. Pressing the sisters. And we got a 639. Outstanding. Couldn't ask for that to happen any better than that just did. 639. Now, we know that those are going to pay $49 or $50 for one. This is where it's going to get a little bit more. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop $31. That one is going to give us $50 for one for the hit. Now, we are going to press them both to 75. So we'll take these back. Now the positive is the 5 and 9 are done. So if we can get 2 hits on a 5 or 2 hits on a 9, we're out of this hand and we just continue. So the goal right now is to get everything else pressed up. And we got a hard 8 square pair. Mark it, that is our point. Again, this is a system I would play on somebody else. I could play it on myself too. I'm not going to say I won't, because it's a pretty solid system. That 8's going to pay us $21. Now, this is where we're going to drop 3, just like we did with the $40 table strategy. We're going to drop 3, and what we're going to do is we're going to press that 6 and 8 up to $30 each. Because we sister press. Alright, so it's not like I got to get a certain number of hits on the 6 or the certain number of hits on the 8. I'm just going to press them together until they get up to the level they need to be. Let's get a point. And we got a 3 deuce. Got that 5. Weren't working on it, but it's all good because we follow the puck. Because if a long roll is going to happen, big red's going to happen. Here we go. Aces. Wow, lots of aces today. There we go. All right, shooter, come on. Hey, we got a 3-1-4. Mark it. All right, that's going to pay us $27. So, we're going to get paid $27, and we're going to take them to $25 each. There's 25. And they're going to be auto buys now. We're going to rack up a few bucks. I'm not really counting that as getting out of the hand because that's what, $7? That did not get us out of the hand. All right, here we go. And we got a 4-1-5. Outstanding. All right, that is the point. And since those ones were already to the level they needed to be, that is just a straight collect. And it's going to pay us $105 right there on that 5. We're going to collect that. All right. Not out of the hand yet, because if we went through the entire pressing, we'd be in for $151. So we got to get another hit on a 5 or 9, and then we're definitely out of the hand, and we can just keep going. And we're on a 4, 3-1-4. That will be our point. All right, out on the 4. All right, 6 and 8 aren't doing too good. The 5 and 9 are doing all right, though. Oh, what is it? It's going to, I don't even, what? 6, 4, 10. There we go. Outstanding. Let's mark that up real quick. I couldn't see what it was. So we got a 10. We're going to pay a VIG, dollar VIG. Bing. It's going to pay us 50. And the 4 and the 10 are now at the level we need them to be. So if we get a hit on a 4, 5, 9, or 10, we're out of the hand. 6 and 8, we still got to finish the press. So let's see what we can do. And we got a 5, 4, 9 out there on the end. So look at that. We're out of the hand. Our sister pressing is working, so that's going to pay us $105. And we're just going to collect. Now, I don't want to give away what phase 3 is, so we're just going to keep collecting on those numbers. But we're going to see if we can get that 6 and 8 up to the level it needs to be. And we got a 3-1-4. All right, cool beans. I like it. 3-1-4. This puck's going to come off. We're going to drop $2 for our VIG. And we're going to get $100 right there. We're going to rack it. I'm wanting to see, again, we're done with the phase 2 on the 4, 5, 9, and 10. But, and again, if we were showing phase 3 right now, we would have already started pressing those. But we're not doing that till the next video. So here we go. Let's get a point. And we got a 6-2 easy 8. Trying to see if we can get the 6 and 8 pressed up to the $90 level. Because after here, they're going to go to 66. And then they would go to 90. So, let's see what we can do. 6 and 8. And we got a 3-1-4. Alright. We'll take that anyway, any day of the week. Again, that's going to cost us a $2 vig. Right there. And we're going to get another black chip. Right there. Racket. Again, you could stay at the completion of phase 2. I mean, we're making decent money. And there's the 4-3. We did not make it. Alright. So, this isn't going to be a long video because I'm not really wanting to show you the constant just tossing dice. But what I will show you real quick, we would have lost all this. But if we had gotten a hit on the 6 and 8, it was going to pay us 35. Okay? Now, we have the 35. This is where, again, it's going to be a little bit of a bigger investment, just like the 5 and 9 was. We're going to drop 37. We would drop $37 out of our rail, and we would take both of these to 66. Now, at the 66 level, it's going to pay us 77. And at that point, you wouldn't have to invest anymore. You would take the 6 and 8 both up to 90, and then everything would be at the completion of phase 2 where everything pays us $100. Now, we didn't get there on the 6 and 8, but we did get there on the 4, 5, 9, and 10. And we treat it all separately. I took that, what did I take? I took that 37 out of my rail, didn't I? That's 35, 36, 37. I'll put that back on my rail because we got to count it up. So, we lost all this. We started with $1,500. We used the $40 to get us to the 96 across. And then we used a little bit extra investment, up to $111, to get us to everything paying 100, which would be 50 on the 5, 4, and 10. It would be, actually, I don't even think it's 111. It might be like $81 or $91. Maybe $91. I might be off on that. I may stand corrected. All right, but we got to where we needed to be on the 4, 5, 9, and 10. We collected a little bit. We started with 15. Again, 40 to get to 96. More investment to get it up. And then, again, there will be another video that shows phase 3. There's 500. There is 1,000. There's 300. 14. There's our bankroll. That's what we started with. So what are we in profit right now? 1, 2, 50. 275. There's 300 and 19 bucks. $319 in profit just getting to phase 2 and collecting a few times. So again, we didn't collect at the end of phase 1. You could. You can get through to phase 1 and just play at that level, or then you can do a sister press, get everything up completed to phase 2, and you're collecting $100 chips, which is always nice. And stay tuned for the next video, which will be phase 3, where we get to table max. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Again, it's going to be one heck of a roll to get through all 3 phases. But again, like I said, I need a system that I can quickly transition to when I'm watching a shooter go on a hot run. I want something that I already know by memory, that it's a phased approach, so it's very disciplined in my betting scheme. So, as always, guys, leave a comment down below. Didn't take long to show that. That was phase 2 of my system. And as always, until next time, I will talk to you guys later. Bye!